Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so price is currently just below the distribution of last session, roughly 209.11 to roughly 208.60, just above the extreme high of last session. Okay, so price is starting to reject from that distribution down. Books is still looking pretty even. VIX is dropping. Was in the 21s, now down to 21. I'm sorry, 20.89. There's a decent sell wall, but price is not even close to that at the moment. We may push up into it, would be nice. So I do have 209 puts, 208 and 207 with 208 currently in my active trader. I don't think we're gonna push into the 209s or use the 209 puts, but it's a possibility. That's why I have it in my watch list. I think 208s is gonna work fine. Prices are a little high, excuse me, a little high, 139 per contract, which again, that's gonna change our cash. Now we're pushing down. So as far as the books, I'm kind of in the middle of like nowhere. Price is 208.39 at the moment. All right, and there's a seller that is just sitting there right where price is, right just above price. You see if that has some staying power. Let's see what the prices look like at cash open too. Again, it's about $39 higher than normal. And price just basically fell from distribution, from that bottom distribution of last session, just above the extreme low. All right, there's a big seller there that's now there with 20 seconds until cash open. All my looks together. All right, there's a lot of selling that's hitting the book, so that's good. 8 seconds to cash. I still have 208 puts, and the market is opening now. See what price look at. Ooh, that's a huge drop. So 118, 208 puts I'm entering now. 118. It's a hell of a drop. And I'm out that fast. 143. I might got some market slippage on that one. 118, 120, 138. So I got $10 extra. So I got the 20 pretty quick. Now it's 122. That's it. That is done. No real slippage though. Just 20 pretty quickly. All right, right now it's selling for 125. God damn. That drop was insane. Just a couple seconds in the market, and that was pushing. Where it's pushing from is I don't know. Why would it push higher? Um, oh, actually, yeah, okay. So it looks like the value low of the fifth is exactly where it hit from. Now it's playing that uh uh distribution. Wow, insane. Sell imbalance. The sellers are not done. Doesn't look like it. All right, it just dropped that distribution. Ran up to distribution, dropped it a little bit. Insane. Let's see how it's playing that distribution. I want to see if this will give us another opportunity, but that's insane. Extremely quick. All right. I'm curious. I'm gonna move over to y'all. I am done. But let me move, see how I know that was quick. Right now hitting distribution. Hell of a way to make up from yesterday. 146, yeah. All right, they hitting that distribution. Let's see if it's dropping it now. Okay, now it hit distribution, now dropping again. Distribution and dropped as a huge seller. So it hit that distribution and dropping. Prices are now can sell for or buy for 106, now 109. There they go. They're selling again. Just dropped the extreme low. See if they hold it. One now it's 112, so good price on there. There's a sell imbalance, but price is not moving. Okay, now it's moving. A little glitch there. Now they're selling down again. Yep, there the sellers go again. Now they're coming in kind of strong. Let's see if they break a new low. And they're coming in really strong now. So it looked like it sold once, selling again, right off distribution. Uh, see, 118, 121. So they're really coming in hot now. Let's see what they gonna do. Very, very quick. All right. Way too fast. Yeah, it happened so fast. That entry price filled me at 118, 142, 146. Yeah, that thing was extremely fast. So 140 stayed out. Right now, prices where 107s. 930 price plays aren't worth it. I would highly disagree. 109 to 118 fire. I strongly disagree with that statement. That's where I make all of my money. Volume is what you need to make money. With no volume, price will not move. Volatility is what you need to make money as well. Otherwise, price will not move. I strongly disagree with that statement, but I understand. But I respectfully disagree. All right, price has gone back to that same distribution. I'm curious what it will do with it. I don't see any on the books, any areas where there's no strong movement buying or selling on the books. There's always buying and selling, but nothing huge or for bigger players at the moment. There is an area, again, that distribution from last session, 209, what did I say, 209.09 roughly to 208.55. It came straight to that value low of 55 and then started to buy up from there. And now in the daily value low of last session, which is that distribution. I know that was quick, extremely quick. Fingers definitely got to be hot. It's not about time, I know a lot of people worry about time. It's not time, it's the opportunity. Opportunity comes no matter what time it is. Let's see. It's hard to read at 9:30 for beginners. Yeah, and I agree. If that's what if it, if that's what you're saying, yeah, I mean, any system is going to be hard for for beginners, 1,000%. It's just if you're putting so much time, so much effort into time, that's the wrong way to look at it. Because it's not simply about time; it's about opportunity. It's about time. Sorry, price and value. Everybody focuses on price and time and forget about value. And that's where distributions come in. It's the value where other participants see value. Can't solely rely on time or price. Yeah, and I agree. I mean, quick days like this is gonna be tough. Um, Especially if I'm getting my TP when you're just jumping in. I get it. It's following. Um, One thing I cannot control and I can't tell you is entries. I can tell you through pre-market, I'm sorry, I'm a little congested. Through pre-market, where the values are, not just price, but actually value. And those are the distributions. And where other participants felt that price was either too high or too low, too high to buy, so they sell it, or low enough to where they feel comfortable buying. I will strongly, think about expand it from just price and time. That's why TPO is price is time, price, opportunity. You have to think of all three: time, price, and the opportunity, which is the value. Uh, let's see. Waited for it to calm down. I don't know how you predict if things calm down though. I think it's again it's people tend to get stuck on the time, right? There's no timing. Like this is that myth, the whole waiting the 30 minutes until the market sorts itself out. That is a myth. The market doesn't wait 30 minutes um, to sort itself out or to sort orders out. I don't know if anybody ever noticed, but before cash open, price moves. That's when orders are being sorted out. That's when market makers start to work, not at cash open. Let's see. Do I feel like today you said that you were entering while you were clicking? Yes, as I'm saying, I am clicking the button. I'm not saying it before, or I'm not clicking before, and I'm not saying it after. It's as I'm saying the statement. Trying to gauge the delay. Yeah, yeah. It's as soon as I'm saying the statement. Waited for 105. Got luck. Had luck out at 114. Okay. That's false statement. Brokers do not have a rush of orders that open. Orders are executed or placed before cash open. That is a myth. That's why you see price move at, I'm sorry, before cash open. Orders are being placed then. That's why you are allowed to place orders before cash open. Most brokers will allow you to place orders at least 10 minutes before cash open. There are a lot of myths out there, and that is one of them. They do not wait till cash open before executing orders. Some brokers are worse than others. I would 1000% agree with you, especially the ones that are zero commission, because that's delayed data. They don't pay to they don't pay a vendor for live data for sure. I can't. I'm not sure if I agree with that statement either about the worst between 9:30 and 9:01. Again, that's still focusing on time. It's not about time. It's about that's why I would highly encourage everyone to learn for themselves, to fish for themselves, to find the opportunities themselves. Because you will see to be able to get into the market before I do or as I do, to see the opportunities and not wait for the time. Yeah, I mean it took me some time. This is not something that I learned overnight. When I tell you one of the gems that I learned was even though it's time price opportunity is to kind of X out the opportunity, I mean the time part of it. Let's see, time price opportunity and value may present itself too quick for beginners. I agree with that to notice it and take advantage of it. Yeah, I agree with that bad trader 1000%. I agree with that statement. I never said it's going to be easy. No one in the market ever is going to say it's going to be easy. It's not easy. That's why the analogy for me clicked when it when I was told how to look at how to view the market. All right, it's just like a big box store and prices, and then you're looking at the receipts. That's what the order flow is, footprint is. You're looking at the receipts of other participants and what they thought in that area. Stayed out at one. Yep, that's cool. A lot of market, yeah. A lot. Sometimes pre-market can give you some clues too, because we in pre-market. Let's see, around 8-ish. Excuse me. Uh, Let me go back. See if I can find it. Okay. At 8:20, around 8 o'clock to 8:20, price pretty much failed to break a new high of that distribution. That was pre-market. We dropped it, came back to it around 8 o'clock or 7:45 to 8 o'clock, and they would not trade a high above it. That to me, that was the clue, right? And then also that's the distribution. You literally can't place trades until 9:30. That's not true. I don't know what broker you use, but that's not true. TOS allow you to place trades with options. You saying? I don't think that's true either. You can place them right, but you can place the trades all you want, but they're not gonna execute at cash open until cash open. You're right, but you can place your orders. I just wouldn't do it because price doesn't change until cash. That's why I always say, price is gonna change at cash open because I think it was at 130 something at cash. It dropped down to 118 was the lowest I saw. No, it definitely doesn't move like this every day. It's again, I just gotta keep emphasizing it's the opportunity that's there. It's either you take it or you don't take it. All right. It's not so much about time. I don't want to, you know, try to move the focus away from time. I know we're trading based off me entering at 9:30, but if you can take your mind away from the time part of it, I think it would help a lot. No, it's not going to be nothing's perfect. Price is not perfect. Opportunities is not perfect, but the opportunity is there for sure. I agree. Fidelity does. Yeah, that's why I know. I think they do let you place it, but yeah, I mean, as far as like entering the trade, no, you're not going to be able to enter until then. But you can definitely place orders. That volume doesn't determine movement though. There's execution at cash of pre-orders, but that doesn't determine movement. We don't determine movement, right? The bigger players determine movement. You and me and 50 other people can place orders. But our orders are a small change compared to the bigger market. So I got disconnected. Now I'm back. Uh, SPY. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, if this is a good example, I don't look at I can look at it real quick. Let's see, SPY. Where's price in 500s? Let's see how long. Last time I looked at this thing, last time I looked at SPY price was down in the 200s. That was a long time ago. I can't even get my chart to go up there. So you're saying it was at the pre-market low? Okay. I can't even get my chart. It's been so long. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, now I see it. Yep. So I mean SPY, I don't know why because I don't have market profile with SPY. So I'm guessing there's a distribution in that area. So I can't look at it because I don't know. But that's what the drop was from. And then come right to that area. I don't know what that yellow line is. I can't see what that is. But if it happened or it played just like IWM, then there was the what was that? If I can get my charts to look. Shoot. I gotta rework my charts. It was the value low of the fifth, I believe. And my chart looks funky. Okay. That's the pre-market low. Came right down. So that could have been a distribution up there. I just don't know if by without looking at it. All right. Looks like the opportunity, I mean, for me, it was a good bounce back day. Yesterday sucked. Um, two losses. Today was beyond makeup day. And I know the movement was fast, but I gotta say it one more time. It's not about the time. That's why if anybody is interested, and I know everything is not for everybody, and they may move too fast for most people. But if you are interested in learning about opportunity distribution, being able to read the receipts of what other participants have done, market generated information, MGI, I would strongly advise anybody to look at um, market profile, market auction strategy or theory, and you will see the opportunities for yourself. I try to place those notes in the pre-market note as best as I can to give you those opportunities. Everything that I announce and the purple shaded are the opportunities. Those are the distributions. Those are where other participants felt that price was worth trading. And it's just like value high, value low. Right? If you're coming up to it, that's an area of potential selling. If you're coming down from it, that's a potential buy. Listen, those are areas of opportunities to buy and sell. Supply and demand, if you want to use that as well. That's a great screenshot. A bad trader. I don't label pre-markets, lows and highs, just the areas, but that's a good example. And I'm not sure where that solid yellow line would be, but I'm 99% confident that's a value area or a distribution. Otherwise, price would move extremely far from there. That's like consolidating in that area, coming back to it, drop it, coming back to it, getting buying more of that, selling more of that area in this case. That's a great screenshot. Yep, yep. Again, I wish I can control the entries and I can't. So that's another part that makes it hard too, is the entries. All right. See if there is okay, I see a buy chart, I see you typing. If there is nothing else, I gotta rework my charts now. Uh, oh, there we go. Just double click. And price is traveling all the way from, so it dropped that distribution all the way to the value low of the fifth. And now it's traveling close to the top of the distribution of last session, or close to, yeah, the top of the distribution, which is roughly 209.67-ish. All right, a bad trade, I see you typing. After that, I'm gonna have to drop off and run. But I do understand everyone's frustration, especially when it comes to entries. It's just hard. It's hard with entries. You put VWAP. Yeah, I do the same. I do VWAP anchor, 15 to 30 minute. Okay. Yeah, little days just to watch. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, I use VWAP, but I use it on a 5 minute rotation. It's more as a guide to really take profit than anything. Yep. I mean, that first 5 minutes was a killer drop. And where do we open? We open at 208.42 roughly. Had a quick uptick, a quick what is it called? Wick up into the yesterday's close, 208.59 ish, I think it is, or 58. That was just another one. That's just another example, which is right into that distribution. That's what gave me that interest to sell it. Price ticked into that distribution and sold down. All right. I have to run. Let's see. Rotation. Yep, I use the same thing. I use it on the session, but just on a 5 minute. All right, everybody. No, not the best result. Everyone is entries. Entries depend on entries really determines the wins or you loses. Um, Again, I can't control that, but hopefully you guys see the value in looking at the areas of interest versus just time. All right, with that being said, I gotta roll. Tomorrow is a holiday. 1 3 5 15 VWAP. Yeah. Well, you don't use the anchor. Yeah. Anchor just tells you extremes. It gives you an idea of extremes. Either 1, 2, or 3 deviations. I have my deviations set to 20 or 10. I can't remember. Let's see. I think I have them set to 20. Dude, looks like it's set to 20. 20 deviations. Set to 20 on the deviations. So 3 deviations, 20 apart. But I don't use plain VWAP. Plain VWAP just tells you the um what is it called? The calculations of like average, was it weighted average, something like that? Weighted average price. But that's subjective. Looks like price trying to trade into the distribution of the top distribution of last session. Wonder where it's trying to push from there. 2 standard deviations on VWAP. Okay. Yeah, you're just looking at the extremes then on the with the deviations. Yeah, I am quick on the trigger because of the opportunity, and then I want to see the reaction. That's what I'm looking for. So that's when I enter. All right, there is a heavy sell presence. Why is that right now? Like I said, price is not perfect, opportunity is not perfect, but it got close to the deviation. I mean, sorry, deviation. You got me stuck on deviations. Distribution of last session, 209.66 roughly. It got to 209.48 and now starting to make a move. Let's see what's on the books though. Unless I missed it, I don't see any significant. Okay, there's a sell stop at 10 o'clock. I think 10 o'clock, there's a report out that's coming out, right? I think it's 10 or 10:30, 10:30. And that's inventory. So I wouldn't even touch the market right now anyway. But it was a sell stop that happened right at 10 o'clock, but nothing of significance on the books at all. No huge selling or buying at all. But it's price is dropping with no interest of price staying in the twos, 209s. If I was still playing, I would like this opportunity. Again, opportunities aren't perfect, prices aren't perfect, but this reaction would tell me everything. The only thing that's missing is the order book giving me you know, that this is what we're doing. I don't know what 209s are selling for right now. Looks like they're selling for $1.04. Oh, 209. That 209.39 or 209.40, that rejection down was perfect. Right. Like I said, slightly below the distribution, but again, that's not going to be perfect. That could have been a nice $10 right there, I'm sure. Sure, that was a nice $10 move. All right, I'm staying on longer than I should or that I need to. All right, looks like there is nothing else. I'm gonna head out of here. Again, the market is closed tomorrow. It's a holiday, so I'll get back with you guys on Friday. Um, please do not hesitate to ask me any questions. I know these things move fast. Again, my purpose of this Discord is not to have people follow me, even though that's kind of what Discords are. I, the only reason I chose to agree to do a Discord is to teach. So I'm really trying to give you guys all the information that I was taught. Most of you guys know my background, who I'm affiliated with. I am a part-time hedge fund manager. This is all the information that I received, all the books the books that I put in I think we put it in the useful video section. I forgot exactly where we put it. These were assigned to me. This is how I was taught. This is how I make my daily income. If you don't get anything else from this Discord, at least take the knowledge that's in the useful videos. I try my best to teach it. I won't claim to be a teacher, but my goal is to provide the information. So please take the information, take it for yourself, try to apply it, and I promise you, you will see a difference in the way you view and your performance. All right. So with that being said, guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you all on Friday morning. Again, tomorrow is a holiday. All right. Bye.